So we have a kid. I'm training this kid that was doing something technically wrong in one of his ground strokes, let's say on his forehand. And what I notice is that it doesn't matter if I talk to him about it, he will fix it, and just a couple of minutes later, he's gonna go back to do it again. And we're working for days and weeks and months, and he keeps doing the same thing. And one thing that I ended up finding out is that he will purposely do mistakes in his ground strokes so he will get the attention. I guess he found out that whenever he will fix the thing that he was doing wrong, it wasn't necessary to keep talking to him every time he came to practice. So he wanted the attention. He likes the attention. He likes one of the coaches being there, looking at him and talking to him, and having that interaction with the coach. For whatever reason, that attention makes him feel like he matters, and he kind of got the sense that his perception was that if the coach is not talking to him, it's like he's not there. He doesn't really matter. But if he has the attention of the coach, then I feel like I'm here for a reason, and that makes me feel good. So I stopped him practicing yesterday and pushed him aside and sat him down for a couple of minutes to talk to him and say, listen, it seems to me that you already know the things that you need to work on. Like, you already know how to do the ground strokes, how to hit the ball the proper way. You know technically what you have to do. And it also seems to me like you don't do it because you like having the attention of the coaches. Even when that attention is not really like being too nice, but more like reprimanding him because he didn't seem like he wasn't really paying attention to what we told him, but at the same time we saw him that he had already fixed the problem. Then he go back, and it doesn't matter what quality of attention it is. It doesn't matter if the attention is for good or to reprimand him. In the end, it's attention, which is what he wanted. And I sat him down and say, okay, listen, there is something that I need to talk to you about. This is not related. Obviously, I told him this is nothing related to tennis. This is something related to why you're behaving this way, and more like craving the attention that we're giving you. And I say, the truth is that in life, whether you fix your ground strokes or not, you're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on, and we're gonna go separate ways. And we're not gonna, 2 years from now, I'm not gonna be thinking of you and having nightmares because you never fix your ground strokes. It's not gonna happen. Life is not like that. I'm gonna be hoping that I left something that could help you, and I'm gonna be happy with myself because I know that I did as much as I could to help you. But in the end, you have to understand, you're on your own. You're gonna move on. I'm not gonna be there. Any of the other coaches, they're not gonna be there. You're gonna get to the point where you're gonna leave to college, and your parents are not gonna be there. Your brother, your sister, your friends, they're all gonna be gone. You're gonna be in a spot where you have to start from zero again. And that happens in life when you leave to college and when you move to another country. I mean, on another city. It's just whatever it is that you do, usually you're gonna end up yourself starting over. You get to the point where you start over, but you're gonna notice that in the end, nobody cares about you more than you do yourself. You are in charge of your own future. You are in charge of the things that you do. You cannot live your life expecting that people are going to be always coming back and talking to you and trying to help you, because that's not going to happen. People, you're gonna get older, you're gonna become an adult, you're gonna become more mature and responsible, and people are going to expect you to get to the point in life where you're going to understand that you're on your own. The truth is that you are on your own. You're gonna have people that care for you, but in the end, you're gonna understand. You're going to see that if you don't want to do things, the things that are gonna help you, if you don't want to do it, people are gonna get tired of trying, pointing you in the direction where they think that you can improve, where they think that you're gonna get better. People are gonna get tired of helping you in any way. You're gonna find out that the sad reality is that we are on our own. We're gonna have to face tons of problems in life that, yes, you're gonna be able to go and talk to your friends about it, but the truth is that none of your friends is gonna fix it for you. There are gonna be a few times when they might give you a hand, but in reality is that a very high percentage of the things that are gonna happen to you in life, you are gonna have to be the one that is gonna take care of them on your own. As much as you trust that I'll be married and my wife will help me, I'll be married and my husband will help me, or I have very good friends and I know they will give me a hand, or my parents will, or my brother, or my sister. As I say, there will be times when you get help, but most of the times you're gonna have to find a way to fix things for yourself, because even the people close to you are gonna get to the point where they say, this is as far as I can go, this is as much as I can do for you, but this is not gonna solve the situation. From this point on, you're on your own. You have my support, but now you have to you have to do this thing on your own. You have to fix it. And it's for a lot of people, when they get to that point in life where they find out that things are not the way they expected them to be, you're gonna get to a point in life where you're gonna find out that it is true, that I have nowhere to go, I have no one to ask for any more help. Sometimes there are gonna be times in your life when you're gonna feel, I don't even have a place inside myself where to look for strength or faith or resilience, because you're gonna feel like you already did everything that you could, and you're just gonna feel like you cannot do anymore. And in those situations, when you find yourself at the very deepest, at the very bottom of that hole or well, that's when you start doing things that you didn't think that you were capable of doing. That's when you start becoming stronger, and that's when you start growing. That's when you start doing things that will surprise you, and that's when you will withstand, you will bear pain that you never thought you would be able to handle. But life is like that. I mean, for good or for bad, life will push you, just like it pushes every one of us, to limits that gonna get you out of your comfort zone and beyond the boundaries, your boundaries of strength, resilience, patience, faith, self-belief. And that's how life, and that's how it is. There is no way around. There is no with life, you cannot complain, you cannot whine, hoping that life will be nice to you and say, okay, I'm gonna hold back a little bit and make things better for you. And I really hope you find yourself in that situation many times, because that's growth. That's mandatory growth. That's like, oh, that's like you have the obligation to grow if you want to get out of this hole. Most people have a very hard time growing voluntarily, like really putting the work to grow as people before they find themselves in that situation. Most of us, it happens when it's already too late and you're already facing the consequences. But in the end, you have to understand that this is something that life is doing to you in order to for you to open your eyes and find the things that are hiding inside of you that you never thought you were capable of doing, you were capable of handling. And whether we like it or not, there is life. Thankfully, life will not give in to us begging for mercy and asking for help. It's just when life teaches, it could be in a very brutal, violent, painful way. And as much as it hurts, you're gonna learn from the situation. And when the time passes by, you're gonna be able to look back and say, I am glad I went through this, because I found myself, this put me in a territory that I have never set foot on. I had never found myself there. And if anybody would have told me before that I was gonna be able to be in that situation and find my way out, I would have never believed it. So I hope you find yourself in that situation and find your strength and grow as a person, and remember that and learn from that, and keep the knowledge that you get out of it, because you're gonna need it, because in the future you will face situations that will be much more difficult, bigger, and more painful. But you have to learn, and you have to trust that you will be capable to transcend those situations. I hope it helps, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.